caffeine before we go climb in one of those. It's been a long few days. Alright, motivational breakfast liquid acquired. I don't know if we got enough water yet in the pond for this thing to run, but we're going to try anyways. So, 1 inch water on, stop off, and fire. See if it'll pressure up. Don't know if we have enough water because that pivot ran all night irrigating corn we planted last week. Yep, like I feared, not enough water yet. We'll try it again this afternoon. That pivot's almost to a stop. We'll leave it off for a few hours, or at least till tomorrow morning probably. Looking good. Another pivot, freaking nailed the boundary on. I like it, I like it. You know the plant deadline's coming up whenever I get a tillage crew. Gotta push these last couple days to get everything in the ground. So, crop insurance has this artificial date, or arbitrary date I should say, that they just kind of made up and said this is when you have to have everything planted by in order to be able to insure the crop. I say it's arbitrary because I think you could almost push that back 3 weeks and still be able to get your crop in, but what do I know?
I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
But yeah, so we have a couple days left to get the last of our corn in the ground. It's not really, we're not going to know we're a planter today. Planter configuration unknown. Okay. But we've got a couple days left to get our corn in the ground. It's not a big deal, not a whole lot of acres, but when you have to run tillage, planting, and spraying by yourself, it makes it a pretty tough task where I can just focus on planting and spraying, let Cameron handle the tillage, make it a whole lot easier on me. Okay, so currently I am in a 25 acre quarter circle because it's a short sprinkler. It's only 5 towers, so you can even see it through everything. I'm gonna get this 25 acres planted. Hopefully I got enough seed. It's going to be really close. And when I run out of seed, I got to hook up the seed tender, load a new box. It's going to be a whole freaking process. So I'm hoping I can get this done and then do that. But then I need to get this sprayed and everything I got planted yesterday. Cameron is working the next field I'm going to. It's going to be our only double crop field this year. Wheat corn. We might have some wheat to forage sorghum, but our only wheat corn double crop will be there. And then once he gets done working that, he's going to go back to working open ground where we're hoping to plant some forage sorghum later on, because our forecast right now is wet for the next couple of weeks as this super El Nino is really getting going. So we're kind of hoping we can actually get a lot of forage sorghum growing just off of rain this year. It's not enough rain for corn, but maybe it's enough rain for forage sorghum. Oh, cool. My ice cream is hot.
Yeah, eating ice cream. Ice cream? Now you're welcome, come on and get one, but I don't believe NASCAR would think much of you trying to eat an ice cream cone out there. You have enough trouble riding around the track as it is.
There goes chopper number 1. I believe Bart's in mine today. Missed my GPS line. I was trying to hit the camera. Hopefully they have a really good day today, and by the end of the day we're down to like 100-ish acres to go on harvest. That'd be pretty awesome. Well, hot dog, choppers are getting after it early today. There goes chopper number 2. If I didn't say it earlier, so I know I said Bart's in mine. Glenn is running chopper. Is it 2 or 3? Which one are we using? Looks like 2. I see a decal on it. 3 doesn't have any decals. So maybe they parked 3 and pulled 2 out of the shed, because I know Bart was having hell with chopper number 3 the other day when he was chopping with me. The knives on 2 and 3 are just so freaking dull. We are just trying to get through wheat. 1, because wheat cuts so hard and wears the knives so fast. We hate to put a brand new set in and just have them get absolutely trashed. But 2, the cutter head drum, the knives that you've seen me sharpening and stuff that do all the slicing and dicing in there, on the back side under the knife, it's got what's called hard surfacing. It keeps the metal from wearing. 2 and 3 have enough hours on them, that hard surfacing is all but gone. So what we need to do is pull the drum and either weld it up ourselves or take it to McPherson, have them welded up, or I don't know, Bart was trying to get a hold of them to see what the best option was. Both of them need some work on that cutter head though before we get into corn season. So we are just trying to limp those two along to the finish line, which is why we really need chopper number 1 to keep running. But man, has it been throwing some hissy fits this spring.
Please don't cry like that. Please don't, Brennan.
There we go. Got that field back there done. 26 acres in the ground, 8:30. Now we're gonna go hop on the sprayer and catch back up to myself. I've got, just call it 60, and got about 120 acres I need to get caught up on. So this is kind of the ideal scenario for us. Just finish planting this. Now we're spraying it. And by this afternoon, that sprinkler will be over here irrigating it. Now, in a normal year, here at the end of May, we would actually have a snowpack runoff, meaning our canal would be running a lot of water because the river would be running full from all the snow in the mountains melting. When that happens, instead of a shot of water every 2 weeks, giving us this gap to try and fill everything in, we would have water on 2 days, off 2 days, on 2 days, off 2 days. That's, in a normal year, how late May and a good chunk of June goes, because that river is running so full with all that water melting out of the mountains. This year is different. There basically is zero snowpack, so we're not getting that boost. So in a normal year, this time period is just absolute chaos, because we're trying to get the silage chopped, but we're also just planting like crazy. This year, it's absolute chaos because we're focusing on one at a time. So we were focused really hard on silage the last couple of weeks because we knew we had a break until this run of water got here. So we crammed in as much silage as we could, focusing all of our help on that, and then now trying to cram in the planting last minute because that's how it works. But that's why, if you guys have been watching these videos very long, you know I've always said our farming season is a marathon full of little sprints. Sorry, I got to keep watching my camera here and adjusting my track. Keep the tire off the row. You don't want to drive down the row of corn. You want to drive in the blank space between the rows so you don't screw up emergence. Yeah, our season is a marathon from middle of March to middle of November, because that's the irrigation season. March 15th, November 15th. That's also when we're doing all our farming. And then it's just full of all these little micro sprints in there where it's, 12, 13 hours a day for 4 or 5 days in a row. And then you get to kind of take a breath, slows down for a couple weeks or a week, and then you're back to these little mini sprints. My boom just glitched out on me, my outer wing out there. It's acting like it's not there and left a gap. So I'm going to do the easy first step and just shut the machine off and restart it and see if it knows that's out there. That's really weird. Okay, quick engine restart. Now we're back. We'll see if it stays. I've got to call Deere and see if there's calibration for this handle too, because I'm having hell with it not finding park. I'll put it there and then all of a sudden it'll just start slowly rolling downhill like I'm in neutral. And just now I didn't want to restart until I moved it a couple times to really make sure it found park. Okay, let's try again. So far so good. I see chemical coming out of it. That was weird. First 60 acres done. Doing the math here, I got to do a 54 acre batch now. I need 5.9 gallon of the one chemical, 1.7 of the other. But here's the problem. I am way short on chemical. So, we got to make a quick run over and pick up more. And because my pickup is already hooked up to the seed tender, and I don't want to drag that all the way over there because that'd just be annoying, we're going to do it the easy way. Take this. So when I ordered chemical to start the year, it was based on what we thought we were going to plant. And, well, we've added a few acres. So, of course, I'm a few acres short on chemical. By a few, I mean a lot, because apparently my chemical math is about the same as the tuna's cattle feeding math. we're supposed to be riding the edge of the rain the next couple of days, so for that to be popping up right there. Make sure you turn the valve the right way before you open the tank. Luckily, this is all just rinse water. So I was laughing my butt off a little bit ago. Ran by the house to grab that beef stick on my way to get chemical. My wife looks at me, she goes, "You went and got your hair cut, didn't you?" "No." "Yes, you did. You went and got a cut yesterday. That's why you went to town." I go, "Babe, we're in a hurry. I went to town strictly to get beer and ice. The true necessities of life. You think I'm going to waste time on a haircut?" And if you're new here, you'll see. I get about 2, maybe 3 haircuts a year. And the last time I got a cut, my wife didn't notice, which is hilarious, because watch this. Got an appointment I got to make real fast, and then we're going to go back to golf, so be back in a minute. Oh man, I feel so much better. Yeah, she didn't notice that for like 2 days, so now she is super paranoid. And she's like, "You got your hair cut, didn't you?" I go, "Babe, no." I take off my hat, I go, "Look, it's the same thing I've had." I go, "The only thing that changed is I shaved my beard last night, got rid of my chubby cheeks, because no matter what I do, I cannot get my beard to stay down. It just wants to grow out." So, I go, "That's the only thing I did was trim my beard." I still don't think she believes me. That cloud blew up pretty quick, huh? Looks like shower over there a couple of miles. But the one I was kind of worried about looks like it's fizzling out. That one might kind of screw up my plan though for where I was going. But yeah, we got a big quarter circle here. It's a little over 50 acres. Got a wet spot we went around. Oh my God, the truckers are gonna hate the tracks around that come fall. Then we got Cam back over there with the finisher, cleaning up that field. Can you tell how green it is over there? Yeah, trying to kill all that. Okay, done with the sprayer for now. So I'm gonna come over to the seed side. Need to get a box of corn seed loaded. And the problem is I need the furthest one. So I gotta get everything out of here. Go figure. I'm in a hurry and we're out of propane. Hopefully the spare tank at the other shop has propane in it, or this is really gonna suck. On the plus side, I mean, I barely got done with what I needed to yesterday because I made it from right there to right here. Kawasaki to the rescue. Let's go see if we can find another tank. Well, surprisingly, the spare tank was full. So here we go. Another box of Golden Harvest. Should be the last corn seed of the year. So we are in what will probably this year be our only double crop corn behind wheat. Cameron hit this morning with the VT, as you can see, just kind of rough it up a little bit, make it to where the planter can get the seed in the ground and get it covered. It's not great conditions because I don't know if you can tell how much I'm moving or how much seed boxes are bouncing, but it works pretty good. We've actually had great success running. It's sad when you laugh at your own jokes. I've been in a tractor cab way too long. We've had great success running this dual crop program that we've got. It was kind of a hassle to get started with insurance because our county is not a dual crop certified county, so you just kind of have to take a little risk in the beginning, but now that we've got it established, it works really good in a normal year. This year, not so much. But this quarter that I'm on, quarter circle I'm on right here, is better ground than the other one. So we figured let's put the corn on this, leave the lesser ground fallow. You know, using that thinking thing. On another note though, we are now in a severe thunderstorm watch, which is kind of weird because all the weather models showed our rain chance is kind of over for the day. But this thing is going to cut it close. It's not a severe warn, it's just a significant weather advisory. So, in other words, a strong thunderstorm putting out some hail. It's pretty good winds. That's why it's so windy here now, as we're catching all the wind coming off of that. But it's going to be close. It's kind of moving northeast, so it's going to be close to clipping the edge of us. I think we're going to be okay, but it'll probably be another hour or so yet before we can tell. Ah, yes. Now the fun part. The seed shuffle game. Yay! Whew. That was fun in that wind. But gusts are blowing like 40 mile an hour while the talcum powder is just blowing away. So if my face is black, it's from that graphite talc blend. Got the entire tote though to fit, so that's awesome. Shouldn't have to refill other than throwing in a bag here and there at the end to try and finish everything off. Let's go get started. Also, huge update from the silage crew. They are officially done with the wheat. We've got 100-ish, 150 acres of oats to go. Neighbor, they planted their oats super early, so they're actually already pretty much ready. It's a little early, but they're close enough. So they're going to do a big, I think he said it was a big half circle. I don't think it was a standard half. So 60-ish acres is what they're going to work on now. It's 3 o'clock. They'll probably just try and knock that out tonight, and then that'll leave us just one field left to finish tomorrow. That's friggin' awesome. Cameron just sent me a Snapchat saying he sees a funnel in there somewhere. I'm not seeing it though. I message Cameron, I go, dude, I think you're blind. He goes, yeah. He goes, that hail core from the side when it first started, it looked like a land spout. Because he goes, looking at the ground, and then the cloud was low. He goes, I thought it was another land spout forming. Which is bizarre because it is almost to the day when we had the land spout in the field next to us when we were chopping silage. If you haven't been following me from like 3 years ago, this is probably new to you too. Check this out. Might be watching a tornado form from the chopper. Holy crap. Yeah, look at the dust cloud. It's all the same thing. Chuck's brand new pivot's gonna take a hit. Look at that corkscrew. See any more? I think it's getting weaker. Yeah, that was wild. As you can see, the truckers were not phased. They were driving within a quarter mile of it, back and forth to the field. I finally stopped because I wanted to get video and pictures of it. Of course, I didn't have this camera. That was all with my phone. Good God, that is loud all of a sudden. I had people ask me, oh, what were you going to do if it started coming towards you? I go, apparently try and get away at 25 mile an hour? I don't know. Ah, this is so nice. So just had the guy that we're chopping on call and say, hey, the merger tractor just stopped and has the hood open. Do I need to shut off the swathers? And I go, I am not over there. One of the chopper guys will holler though if they need you to stop. So I gave it about 10 minutes and looked up, and he's back up and running, doing 6 mile an hour. He's right there. Our swather is right there because we got our Massey over there helping him. If you can tell, it's different. It's not green. At least I was told it's not green on there. I don't know, I'm colorblind. It all's the same. But they're over half done with that swathing. So unless something, you know, grenades, which is going to happen now that I said it, they should be able to get that field done tonight, which means only one field left tomorrow. Look at this guy. Just taking up the whole damn road. Jeez. I tell you what, kids these days. Move your fat ass out of my way. Okay, I'm 12 acres in, about a third done. Thought I'd check on the chopper crew. The merger and swather have made it to the last field, guys. There is a flood field through there. I think that's it for the year once they get that done. I was told that is it. That is the last field. I'm sure the tuna's wrong and we're forgetting about a field somewhere, but as of right now, they are on the last field. That's awesome. The air filters are not liking this wind direction on this field. There we go. Last pass of the day. Because I'm too tired to give a damn about going and starting another field. Oh, that was a long day. Right at 90 acres planted, 120 sprayed. But that is empty. Hopefully for the last time. It's almost got to be. We're running out of planting days. Let's go and hook it and find the silage crew. These guys are on the last couple windrows to finish the year. There's a little bit there, a little bit over here. I see a spout's down, so that's never a good sign. I don't even know where in the hell I left off. So rudely interrupted by the tuna. That field, it looks like Christian will be the last load. That finishes spring harvest to the big feedlot. There's a possibility we might have 100 acres or so to do for another local pit, but that's still up in the air. For all intents and purposes, that finishes spring harvest. Oh, that's a good feeling. Chopping is done unless that one guy gets a pivot bot to put up in his own pit, but the big feedlot is done. Now the real problem is I found a hayfield. We need a rake and bale in the morning. We haven't hooked up a rake, and we don't currently have a baler hooked up ready to go. That's a little bit of an issue. But either way, I'm gonna go check in with family, go get some pivots running. A lot of that boring stuff.